Welcome everyone to another episode of the LPW Show. My name is Blair Pacheco. We are weeks away from LPW 28, feeling hella good. I'm very excited. You should be very excited, but I would be amiss if we did not bring up what happened at LPW 27 Slam Unreal with my guest today, Marz the Specialist. Marz, how are you doing?
Not to sound corny, I'm feeling hella good.
I don't blame you. I mean, first off, you're coming off a win against Sheikh Shabazz, a big win. And second, you staked your claim, you set your goals, you set your sights on that LPW Grand Championship. But I have to ask before we talk about that, I mean, there was a lot of emotions that boiled over at 27. How are you feeling with everything that went through between you and Jack? Because it can take an emotional toll. How are you doing?
I feel like a weight's been lifted off my back. You know what I mean? 7 has been around for 581 days. I checked. And a lot's happened. A lot's changed within myself. And I realized that 7, Jack will always say, trust me, trust us. And that's what it was never about that. Mm-hmm. It was about doubt. It was about putting me down. It was about making me not believe in myself. And the last few months, I've heard the people, they reinvigorated myself. They put me back where I should be mentally. And they were right. I don't need 7.
No.
And going forward, LPW 28, I'm going to do what's best for me. And that's go for the LPW Grand Championship.
Well, you mentioned, I mean, over 580 days that you were together as a part of 7. And we heard it. No more 7. You heard the fans say it. You heard the announcers say it. But for over 580 days, Pride, he was a very integral part of your wrestling career. I mean, is there any worry that, mentally you're going to be able to handle this? Because going into that match against Jack and Larry, I mean, it's going to be tough.
I think why it's different for me is, like I said, the people, they made me open my eyes and realize Reed was there. Reed said, you know what you have to do. Mm-hmm. And that's my best friend. And he, this entire time, was right. He told me to trust myself, and that's what I'm doing. And my goal in life in general, I want to be the best. Mm-hmm. And Jack took advantage of that. But in this case, it's going to be my advantage because the LPW Grand Championship on the line, and I'm not leaving without that.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, so much of the talk has been about you and Jack, the split of 7, everything coming ahead. But the main goal, what you've set your sights on and what can't be forgotten, is the LPW Grand Championship currently held by Lumberjack Larry Woods. Now, with everything going on between you and Jack, how do you maintain that focus, maintain not getting too ahead of yourself and knowing that the end goal is getting that Grand Championship and defeating Lumberjack Larry Woods?
I think to start, if Larry, you're probably watching, I apologize. This is not personal. This is not 7 versus Rads. I know we've had a very talked about history. Mm-hmm. This has nothing to do with any of that. This is about the Grand Championship. This is about me accomplishing my goals. This is about me. I promised my mother that I would bring home a championship, bring home the grandest championship I could. My dad, before he passed away, he was never able to see me win a major championship. This is for him. This is for all the fans who've trusted me, all the kids I gave Mars bars to. This is for my goals. My biggest fear in life is when after I'm gone, 100 whatever years, I'm forgotten about. And I don't want that. So the only way to do that is to keep fighting, to keep winning, to etch my name in history. So I'm going to win that Grand Championship because it's what I need to do.
you were no stranger of singles wrestling, being on your own. And I mean, you talked about the friendship you have with Thickness Reed Matthews. I mean, a fellow Short King. But right now, going into this matchup, I mean, you look at it, and the announcers even said, you've made a deal with the devil. You're cashing in the championship of salvation. You're going for the Grand Championship. But when you look across the ring, you're going to see Pride. You're going to see Lumberjack Larry Woods. On the outside, you're going to see Thaddeus Archer. All three people you have history with, but you're going in this alone. Are you ready for this?
I don't think I'm walking into this alone. You heard the people last month. You heard that they want this. I have an entire rec room behind me. I have an entire movement behind me. And I might be in that ring alone, but I know I have Reed in the back. I know I have all the people who need me to win this, need me to not let Jack win, need me to win the Grand Championship. I have my family who will be there. I might be alone physically, but mentally, I've never felt more just at peace with a group of people.
Now, I mean, we're days away, as I said. Any final words for your opponents? Any final words for Jack Pride? Any final words for Lumberjack Larry Woods before you step into the ring with them?
Jack, it's been a long, almost 2 years. And I want you to know I have not forgotten anything you've done to me. You tried to keep me so far away from anything that you thought was worthwhile. And you thought the Championship of Salvation, you thought that was going to be a nice little placeholder for me, and it's coming back to bite you in the ass. And Larry, again, nothing personal, but I need to do this. For myself, for my family, for all the people who believe in me. I wish you nothing but the best. May the best man win, but Jack, you ain't walking out with the LPW Grand Championship.
Marz, I appreciate you joining me today. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. July 26th, LPW 28.
Thank you, sir.
Tickets still available. It'll be up on IWTV. You can watch it live or go to the Rec Room Edmonton South Common. You will not want to miss this. It is going to be an incredible show. LPW 28, feeling hella good.